Hello and welcome to this 11 lecture series in Python programming language. Today we'll see the part 2 of the operators. This is in continuation with our previous lecture on operator. What we saw in the previous lecture, we saw about the arithmetic operators, that we have plus, minus, multiplication, this division, floor division, modulo operator, and this is exponent operator. Then we have seen relational operators: equal to, not equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. We saw bitwise operators like AND, OR, XOR, and not or complement operator. Now in today we'll say the remaining part of the bitwise operator, which contains less than and or less than, greater than. We are talking symbolically, but if you look at this symbol, it is showing the arrow towards the left. So which operator it is? It is a left shift operator. What we call this operator? This is a left shift operator. Okay, so this we call as a left shift. So these are the shift operators, and this operator we are calling as a right shift. Okay, so for example, how we'll use this in the statement. We are using it as a C is equal to A, and here we are showing that this is a shift operator, and this is by what amount we are shifting. We are shifting it by 2. So for example, and see the right, for example, let A is equal to 10. Now A is equal to 10, and what I am writing, C is equal to A shifted by 2. So how I write 10 in decimal? 10 is in decimal. To write it in the binary form, what will be the, we'll use 8-bit representation. So 10 we are showing like 1010. Now this is binary equivalent of 10. Now shift operator, how many? Left shift 2. So what will happen? We are shifting. So see, if it is a 1-bit shifting, each bit will be shifted to the left. Okay, now in this shifting, what will happen to the extreme left bit? It will be shifted out. Okay, if it is shifted out, we have one number less. Then what? How that one number will be filled? So here a 0 will be added. Okay, so this is for single time shifting. Now if I shift by 2 times, then what will happen? Two zeros or two extreme left bits will be shifted out, and 2 zeros will be added. Okay, so what will be the new number then? The new number will be, see here, this will be our new number. I am writing here 0 0 1 0 1 0, and these 2 zeros are inserted. So what number we got? If you see the decimal equivalent, this is 1 2 4 8 16 and 32. So we have number 32 and 8. So what is the number? 40. What was the number originally? It is 10. The number was 10. If you shift it by 1, it will become 20. If you shift it left by 1 again, it will become 40. So if you are shifting twice the number to the left, it will become 40. Okay, so what we will do, instead of representing like this, I am representing it 10. If shifted by 1 bit to the left, it will become 20. Then 20, if shifted by 1 to the left, will become 40. Okay, so this is left shift operator. The other operator is right shift operator. What we have? We have D is equal to B right shift by 2. So here, what is the value of B? B is given as 12. How we can write 12 in binary? With 8-bit representation, I can write it as 8 4. Okay, so this is 12 represented in binary. Now if it is shifted to the right, so by 2, so these LSBs, 2 rightmost bits will be discarded, and 2 zeros will be inserted from this left side. So what the number will become? 0 0, these 2 0, then these 2 zeros, then 0 0 and 1 1. So this equivalent number is 3. So what we will find here? if you are shifting the number towards right, then the number gets divided by 2. So if you are shifting 1 times, the 12 number will become 6. If you are shifting again once, it will become 3. So here it gets halved, whereas in the previous case, that is left shift, it gets doubled. Okay. Now the next type of operator is logical operators. So which logical operators we have? We have the operators like AND, OR and NOT operator. AND, OR and NOT. So these normally used in the compound expressions, and it works on logical values. So the operand on which these operators are working are logical values, that is true or false. Now we'll see one example on logical operators. So here we have A equal to 3, B equal to 4 and C is equal to 5. Now this we can write as A comma B comma C is equal to 3 comma 4 comma 5. So what it indicates? The value of A is 3, B is 4 and C is 5. So we assign these values to the variables A, B, C in a one single statement. Now if I am writing D is equal to A less than B and A less than C. Now what it indicates? A less than B, with A value is 3, B value is 4. So A less than B, what it will return? It will return true. And A less than C, what it will return? It will return A less than, so 3 less than 5, it will return true. Okay, so we'll perform these operations first, and then what we are getting? We are getting a logical value. On this logical value, this operator AND will work. So what we'll get here? True and true. So if both are true, the result will be true. Okay, in this way the logical operators will work. Now you can try by taking different operators here, like OR. If you take OR operator here, what will happen? True or true, that will return the value true. And now the next operator, that is NOT. How this NOT will work? For example, we have D is equal to NOT A less than B. Now see, this A less than B, we have seen here, it is returning true, and this NOT operator will work on true and the result will be false. Okay, so in this way the logical operators are working. The next type is, you can work on the same with changing the values. You take relational operators. We have seen that less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. So by using different operators, same example you can work differently. Now the next operator is assignment operator. Now in assignment operator, though we have not mentioned, but everywhere we are using assignment operator. Whatever we are working on the right side, that value will be assigned as a result to the left side. Now in this assignment operator, there are some operator like a plus equal to, minus equal to. What this indicates? So we'll see it by one example. Suppose we have one assignment operator. We have one expression, that is A is equal to A plus 5, and let the value of A is 2. Now in this, what we are doing? A is 2, so 2 plus 5, 7, that same value we are assigning to A. Now this expression, which operator are used here? Equal to and plus. Now these operators we can combine together and we can call it as a shortcut operator in the form of plus equal to. So same statement, how it will be written? A is equal to A plus 5. So same statement can be written with the help of shortcut operator in this way. A is equal to A plus 5. Similar to that, in place of plus we can use minus, multiplication, division, etc. Now the next operator is unary operator. Now unary operator means it will work on a single operand. We have like plus, minus, complement. It is used in this way: b is equal to plus a, b is equal to minus a, the value will gets negated, b is equal to complement of a, the value will gets inverted. Now the next important operator is membership operator. There are two membership operator: in, not in. For example, how this will be used? Let us see the example. We have L1, a list is there which contains, if it is list, we are writing it in square bracket. The list contains elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have a variable a is equal to 5. Now we want to check whether this a is present in L1 or not. So which operator we can use? In. How it will be used? Here see, a in L1. A in L1 means 5 in L1. Whether 5 is present in L1? Yes. So what it will return? So whatever it will return, that will be printed, that is as true. Yes, 5 is present in L1. So the value is true. Now second example, a not in L1. But we know that a is L1. So a not in L1, what this will return? It will return false. And the last operator is like identity. We'll call it as a identity operator. The operators are is and is not. Is and is not. We have one same list we will take here. L1 1 2 3 4 5. Another list L2 1 2 3 4 5. Now when I am saying this is, I have initialized this separately, assigned values, then L1 is a separate list, L2 is a separate list. And when I am using this statement, L3 is equal to L1, means what we are doing? L1 we are assigning it to L3. So L3 will also refer to the same list where L1 is referring. So what it indicates? This L1 and L3 are referring to the same list. Okay, so now we'll use that. Now example now here, is and is not. So we'll use them on this two list, L1, L2 and L3. L1 is L2. What is L1 is L2? Whether both are addressing or referring to the same list, L1, here L2, different list. So L1 is L2, what it will return? No, it is not. So what it will return? False. L1 is not L2. See, L1 is not L2. Fine, L1 is not L2, so it will return true. L1 is L3, whether both are referring to the same list, L1, L3, both referring to the same list. So what it will return? It will return true. And L1 is not L3, L1 is not L3, no, L1 is L3, so this will return false. Okay, so here we'll stop. Here we'll end our topic on operators. The quiz on this operator topic is given on the website python.darshamohi.com. Thank you.